top 6 vegetables to grow on your balcony or patio this April. Hello, and welcome to the Green Therapy. Plants on your balcony or your patio, whether you have a garden or not, soften the indoor-outdoor connection of your home and allow you to embrace flora without even leaving the house. Today, we will tell you about the top 6 vegetables you can start to grow by yourselves this April. So, are you ready to add these wonderful greens to your urban garden? Before we're getting started, go ahead and subscribe. Also, press the bell button to get the latest updates and learn more about gardening, alternative medicine, and indoor plants. Without any further ado, let us start. Number 6. Broccoli. Broccoli is high in potassium, vitamin C, and fiber, as well as being delicious and simple to cultivate. Start your seeds inside in a seed cup and be prepared to transplant your seedlings into a 3-gallon container. Start taking your plants outside for an hour a day after 3 to 4 weeks of development to help them adjust to the outdoor climate, just like a goldfish in a new aquarium. This procedure should begin a few weeks prior to the last average frost. 2 weeks following the last frost, transplant your broccoli plants to outdoor soil and continue to water until harvest in mid to late June. Number 5. Beets. Beets are one of the healthiest vegetables since they are high in fiber and potassium and low in calories. Even better, they're super simple to cultivate. The beet seeds should be sowed 1 inch deep and spaced 1 inch apart until they reach a height of 3 inches, at which point the root vegetables should be 3 inches apart. Beets can be cultivated both indoors and outside. If you're growing beets in a pot, make sure the plant has a foot of soil beneath it to grow in. Nonetheless, you'll harvest them when they're about the size of golf balls. For the best flavor, harvest your beets between 40 and 80 days of development. The diameter of your beets should be between 1 and 3 inches. Number 4. Kale. Kale is one of the few weather crops that thrives in the climate of Central or Northern Europe and the USA. This robust, green vegetable is a fantastic replacement or addition to any salad, and it's considered a superfood since it provides more than 100% of your daily vitamin A and C needs in just 1 serving. When you're planning to plant kale, make sure you're utilizing conventional pot sizes to ensure even light dispersion and consistent growth. The procedure for planting is straightforward. Distribute seeds over potting soil, moisten, and top with another layer of dirt. The plant grows best when exposed to a grow light for 14 hours every day. Prepare to transplant your kale seedlings to the outdoor garden 4 to 6 weeks after they first appear, and harvest your plant 50 days after putting them outside. Number 3. Onions. Onions are one of the most simple vegetables to grow, both indoors and outdoors. Onions are low in calories and high in vitamin A and C, as well as having a delicious flavor. Onions are taken from the top down, ensuring that their bulbs remain intact and undisturbed during many harvests. Place the veggie root side down in the dirt with the green stem rising above the soil to begin producing your own onions. You only need time and water after planting your onions in a 6-inch deep planter. You'll notice the green stalk begin to develop. Simply cut off what you need and keep watering. It's important not to cut the stalk too close to the bulb, as this could damage the crop. Number 2. Sweet peas. Peas are either loved or hated, depending on which camp you're in. If you like them now, you'll enjoy them even more while they're still warm from the oven. Many of us have grown peas for a classroom project before, so it shouldn't be too difficult this time, right? But this time, we're going to get past the sprouting stage. Sweet peas should be sown 1 inch deep in a 3 to 4 inch deep planting pot filled with moist potting soil. Keep the soil moist for the length of the indoor grow and keep the plant between 55 and 70 degrees for best results. You can begin hardening off the plant and preparing it for transplant after it grows 3 to 4 leaves. Make sure the peas have a bamboo stick or another little helper to climb on once they've been transplanted for optimal harvest yield. Around early to mid-June, your peas should be ready to harvest. Number 1. Bell peppers. Peppers make an excellent accent to any garden or salad. Though not as well known as oranges, bell peppers are high in vitamin C, providing 159% of your daily requirement. Growing peppers is simple and can be done by even the most inexperienced gardener. Sow your seeds 8 to 10 weeks before the last frost date indoors. 3 seeds should be sown in each container, with the weakest plant being removed. Allow the remaining 2 to develop in tandem. Allow 10 days for your pepper plants to harden off before transplanting. After your plants have been transplanted, continue to water them and expect to harvest your first peppers towards the end of September. Before you start all this, there is something you must consider. Is it permitted in your building if you live in an apartment or condo? Check the rules for your building before getting started. Some buildings prohibit or limit the use of plants on balconies, while others only permit the use of flowers, as vegetables may attract birds or pests. Is your balcony or rooftop strong enough to support the increased weight of soil-filled pots? Due to the weight of terracotta and ceramic pots, you may need to utilize rice pots, plastic or fiberglass containers, or fabric grow bags with light soil mixes. What method will you use to supply water to your plants? It's a long way to drag jugs of water if you're growing on a rooftop. Consider using drip irrigation or pots that water themselves. You might also get a watering can that can be easily filled from the bathtub. Will your plants' surplus water fall on your neighbors below? Be considerate and place saucers or trays under your plants to catch the excess water. Is your balcony or terrace exposed to the elements? Keep an eye out for any unusual circumstances. The higher you go, the more wind you'll get, and hot, drying breezes will soon dry out your plants. A lattice or wire trellis that can deflect prevailing winds, while also providing support for climbing vines, can accomplish double duty. It will also provide a sense of seclusion. You must stay on top of watering because of the drying effect of the wind. Consider using self-watering pots. Some of your houseplants would enjoy a summer vacation outside. To avoid sun and wind burn on the leaves, gently introduce them to their new place. That is all for today, folks. Tell us in the comment section if you'll try to grow any of these wonderful vegetables and what you think about our tips. See you again in the next video.